Hello, my name is Tin.
My name is D.
So we were tasked to create a program that used a random module and a turtle module. This turtle module would be turned into a ball, a red ball, with the requirements having or being a 500 by 500 window, and then having those five different red balls bounce within those or within the window randomly. So some key things that allowed us to run the program was the window setup and where we defined the turtle, and that's how we created the red ball. And D is gonna explain the code or a little bit of the code.
Okay, so first we start by importing the turtle and random modules. So we use the import lines twice, import each of those. Then we move on to this next section. This section sets the screen, which we store as win, and then we call the setup to set the dimensions of the window to 500 by 500. And then we change the window title to balls bounce as required in the project. This next section of the code defines the function named create turtle. So this function creates a turtle object that takes the shape of a ball using these uh, functions. So we can set the shape to circle. Then we change the color to red. And this line lifts up the pen so there aren't any lines following the ball. This next line, we just added this to set the speed of the ball. And then the next line changes the direction of the ball to a random, just like angle between 0 and 360 degrees. After all of this is run, the function returns t at the end. And
So yeah, so next we define turtle bounce as t, and then we set two variables for the positions to find out to check its position and then move it as we need it to. We created we we have x underscore bound, which is the width, and then we have y underscore bound, which is the height. And then what we do with these two are we divide them by two to set the boundaries of the windows, because it's the windows is centered, and then and then if the next for the if line we have, or the if we have we made it so if the ball hits the boundaries, it moves it back forward and then changes the direction again, a random direction from 0 to 360 within that angle. And then it allows us to make the ball bounce basically and move the ball towards somewhere else. And this could happen multiple times depending on if it hits the wall again. And then for the next line of code, we created a empty list that allows us to create those five red balls. Without this list, it wouldn't be possible, and we just have one ball bouncing around in the window. We also added a for loop that adds an object to the balls. It says for I in range of 5. This creates 5 balls, or this allows us to create 5 balls using the balls.append tool. And then next we have a while true loop that allows us to continuously run this program, and then so the balls will always will keep bouncing until we close it ourselves. We use a ball in balls for each individual ball or red ball, so we can move them all. Without this, it wouldn't be possible, and we'd only be moving like one ball over around the window. So, and we're gonna run this program and see if it works.
So we can see that we have 5 red balls that are just continuously moving until they hit one of the borders of the window, and then they'll all move in random directions and just follow separate paths until it'll just continuously be running it because of this while true loop.